the curses of Israel. First, you have to understand the scriptures from an ancient perspective. You have to understand what a covenant is. Now, whenever two nations or two people was going to come together, they would make an agreement and they would make a covenant. They would also have witnesses that will witness to the agreement of the terms and conditions of the covenant. In the covenant, they would set blessings if you abide by it, and they would set curses if you would break the covenant. Not only was they making a covenant with each other, but they actually was making a covenant with their lineages, their bloodline, their family, everybody that was within that person. You can actually see this in the scriptures. As when the Most High made a covenant with Adam, he made a covenant not just with him, but everybody that was inside of Adam, his generation. And as you go, you're through the scriptures, you will see it more with Abraham. He made a covenant with Abraham, not only with that, with Isaac, and also with Jacob, into the 12 tribes of Israel. And then when you look into Deuteronomy 29, when the nation of Israel was coming into a covenant with the Most High, Moses was the mediator, and Moses said, I am making a covenant with you this day, your tribes, your captains, your children. Not only with you do I make this covenant, but he said with future Israelites that he making a covenant with. So this is how I know that this covenant, or the consequences of blessing, it passed down to the children. Right? And this is why he says that I visit the iniquities of the father upon the children until what? The third and fourth generation of those that hate me. So when you go back to Adam, when Adam messed up in the garden, his consequences affected his lineage. And this is why it's important to understand that the things that we do can affect everybody that's inside of us. This is why he told the Israelites, he said, today I set before you a blessing and a curse. He said, choose life that you and your seed may live. So things that one generation do will pass down to the next generation. So we must understand that, because he said when you break these covenants, he said these covenants shall be a sign upon you and upon your seed. How long? Forever. So this is why it's important for us that are the children of Israel to understand what happened in ancient times that has passed down to the day, so we can see the problems and the circumstances of what we're going through. Because we always have wondered why we hate it. Why were we lynched? Why these things seem like we can never get above? Why it seems like we the tail? But when you search it out, you understand that it's all about a covenant that we made with the Most High. He said, I'm going to take a people unto myself. I'm going to give them my laws and my statutes and my commandments, so the earth can know my mindset, right? But he said, when I make this covenant with you, he said, if I give you these terms and conditions, if you obey them, I'm going to make you above only and not beneath. But if you disobey them, then the consequences of this covenant will not just be upon you, it'll be upon your children. So now, and lo and behold, we see the problem that we have in America, the problem that we have on the four corners. We are under the curses of an ancient covenant that was set before time, that has passed down all the way to the children, just like we are under the curses that Adam messed up, that was passed down unto all of Adam's children. So now we see that these curses, notice how these curses are written in the scripture. It said these curses shall come upon thee. What does that mean? While you're in the land, you have specific curses that are to the land, that your crops was not going to come to fruition, that your king was going to be taken, that you was going to be besieged, right? Then he said these curses shall pursue you. That means anywhere that you go, if you're scattered, these curses is coming to pursue you and do what? Overtake you until you be destroyed. So these are the things that we are dealing with. These are the things that have been following our lineage. We wonder why we hate it. We wonder why we are living in a land that don't give regards to the older, to the young, because of something that was spoken, an oath that was spoken over us before we was even born, that now we understand.